arms around, we lie awake in silence, at a place where we once felt at home. As the rising sun melts our horizon, the warmth it used to bring has now all gone. We kept our faith, but these foundations turn to sand and burn to ashes. Baby, get up and take my hand. It's time to leave this promised land. With these hands we built this place. Now it holds our fall from grace. Time forgets how hard we try. When you fall, when you bleed, remember life's a pendulum. When you're lost and you fear, don't lose your faith in the dark of the night. In order to break free from that pit of despair, one of the first things we need to do is stop that negative noise, that racket going on inside your head. And usually the source of this negative noise is your internal bully, spouting all manner of negativity such as you'll fail, nobody likes you, you're useless, you're worthless. So how do we just tell him to zip it so we can think more clearly? Well, one of the ways we can do this is through the use of affirmations. Now, affirmations are essentially positive statements, short phrases that we can say over and over again every single day. Have you ever heard anybody say, I'll do great, I will succeed, everything is fine? Those are basic affirmations, phrases of positivity. Now, the benefit of positive affirmations is that there is somebody always listening, and that's your subconscious mind. Now, your subconscious will believe anything you tell it. So if you dampen down your internal bully and replace it with positivity, this will go well. I will succeed. I am strong. I am capable. I can handle it. Then your subconscious, after a time, will believe that this is exactly the case. When you're pinned down by depression and anxiety, you don't feel particularly positive. Your internal bully tends to go into overdrive, making a dreadful mental racket morning, noon and night, spewing constant negativity. Nobody likes you. You'll fail. You're ridiculous. You're worthless. Everything feels pointless. It feels like a struggle. It's hard to find the strength to even deal with this, as your bully tells you all hope is lost, and it saps the very soul out of you. You just can't think straight. Meh, 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 meh. To break this cycle, we need to inject some positivity. Now, affirmations are very powerful, positive, strong, concise and clear assertions that cut through the mental fiasco and help you move forwards in difficult times. Using them properly is like repeatedly thumping your inner bully with a bat. Affirmations are a very effective technique for forcing positivity. And here it comes. Have you ever heard anyone talk to themselves in a reassuring way? Repeating phrases along the lines of,
I can do this, I've got what it takes,
or
everything's just fine.
You see, the success of affirmations come back to the fact that your subconscious believes what it is told.
But you can't just tell it something once though. You have to repeat yourself over and over and over and over again to hammer home your statement. But after a period of affirming, your subconscious agrees that,
yes, I can do it. Yes, I've got what it takes. And yes, everything's just fine.
yay! Most importantly, once you've affirmed your statement enough times to hammer it home to your subconscious has the power to make changes within you to make your life or your world match your affirmation. My own personal affirmation is I am strong, I am powerful, I am loved, and I can handle it. And we'll come back to why that is in a little while. But there are certain rules that should be followed to make affirmations as effective as possible. Rule number 1. Affirmations have to be in the first person. So you have to use I to tell your subconscious that you're talking about yourself. So you can't say he, she, it, or they. Be clear, this is about you. Rule number 2. Affirmations have to be in the present tense. The subconscious doesn't understand the past or the future. It lives in the present. It's about what's happening here and now. Therefore use I am, I have, as opposed to I did, I might. Rule number 3. Affirmations have to be completely positive. There can't be any negativity or doubt, even if you're trying to be humorous. The subconscious doesn't understand jokes. It's completely literal. And it also doesn't recognise words such as don't, won't, or not. Therefore, if you affirm, I am not afraid today, your subconscious hears, I am afraid today, and makes that your reality. It's dangerous. It's far better to say, I am brave today. Also, be careful of the word don't. Subconscious can't hear it. So if you say to yourself, don't fail, don't fail, don't fail, your subconscious is hearing fail, 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 and makes that your reality. This is complicated. What are you like? What are you like? Rule number 4. Be firm and committal. Affirmations are essentially statements of fact. Therefore, phrases such as I might, I could, I should, I hope, and I'll try have no place. Be sure of yourself. Remember what Yoda said to Luke Skywalker. Do or do not. There is no try. Rule number 5. Keep it short and simple. Remember that you're repeating this affirmation many times over, so it shouldn't take too long to say. Also, if you do create long, meandering phrases, chances are you won't remember them, and also your subconscious may become confused. Rule number 6. This isn't really a rule, it's a recommendation. I suggest you work towards designing your own affirmation that's personalised to you and speaks to you at a very deep level. And it also addresses whatever you want to change in your life. So think about words that are specific to what you want and what you want to change. Rule number 7. Be realistic. It's very tempting to try and ask your subconscious for things it cannot deliver, such as gold. And also, if you are unrealistic in your affirmation, your subconscious will spot it and it will reject it and it will become unaffected by it. An example of this is If, heaven forbid, you're lying in a hospital bed and you affirm to yourself, I am perfectly healthy, your subconscious will spot that that isn't the case and it will reject the affirmation. Far better in that situation to say, I am getting better and better all the time. Rule number 8. Repetition is the key. For any of you that were naughty at school, you may have been made to do lines, statements over and over again. Now, of course, I was never naughty at school, so I never did these. However, they are an effective punishment because they're far more humane than beating children with a wooden stick, and they also drum home the change that's required over and over again until your subconscious accepts it as reality. Rule number 9. Again, a recommendation. Say it. Say the words out loud rather than just thinking them. Thinking them will work, but saying things drives home their impact to your subconscious. So find a quiet moment where you're on your own and say these words out loud. Rule number 10. Establish a routine. Try to set aside the same amount of time each day at the same point in the day for affirmations. Get into the habit, get into the routine, and so you don't miss a day by accident or overlook them, because they're very effective and they are something that needs to be maintained and kept up. Rule number 11. Have more than one affirmation. Different affirmations will generate different changes, so why not have a few, a bit like different tools in a toolbox? An affirmation for when you're nervous, an affirmation for when you're sad, an affirmation for when you're stressed, an affirmation for when you're frightened, an affirmation for when you're down. There's no reason to just have one. You can have many, and you can use them in combination to make multiple changes, because your subconscious is always listening.
It's alright, I'm gonna be okay, it's alright, I'm gonna find my way, 'cause I will find the strength inside to lift a heavy heart. It's my life, won't be thrown away, it's my right to stand by what I say, 'cause I believe in who I am, got faith inside my heart. It's alright.
But where do you start? Because chances are this is new territory. Well, the good news is you can find affirmations in books. There are apps for your phone that have positive affirmations, and you can simply type in positive affirmations into Google and a number of websites will come up to help you. So there are places you can go to find help and to find a good start. Ideally, however, it's best to try and design your own affirmations, phrases that speak to you personally. As you read the example affirmations in books or on the internet, some may leave you cold and unaffected. Some may make you feel awkward, they just don't sit right with you for whatever reason. But others might cause a tug of emotion, and that means that you're digging deep down into your subconscious. For me, when I started talking about I am loved, I did used to get choked up. because I couldn't accept that that was true. I'd hated myself for so long that it was difficult for me to accept that as the reality. And it was the reality. It just took affirming it over and over again for my subconscious to accept that. And if the affirmations do cause you to get emotional, this means that you're having a deep, deep impact on your subconscious and making changes that are probably long overdue. So let's come back to my own affirmation, which is, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm loved, and I can handle it. I'm strong, I'm saying that I'm resilient, I can endure, I can take it. I'm powerful says that I can control how I react and respond to the world around me. I am loved because I am loved. And I can handle it. This means that whatever the world throws at me, I can deal with it. I will deal with it. I'll cope. Because a lot of fear comes from a feeling that something in the future will cause us to not be able to cope. So if we affirm to ourselves that I can handle it, it takes that fear away. Because whatever happens, you will handle it anyway. You have to. It's real, it's there. So there's little point in fearing change coming towards it. Now, as you embark on a new regime of positive affirmations, you'll most likely start to feel a nagging doubt. And that's this guy, your internal bully, saying, this will never work, this is ridiculous, this is hopeless. But the thing is, science has proved that this does work. I can also attest from personal experience it does work, because by forcing positivity through these statements, through these affirmations, you're drowning out your internal bully and replacing his commentary with positivity. And this positivity is believed by your subconscious, which will then act on it and change your life. Another reservation that you may have is you may feel stupid saying these affirmations, saying these phrases. But I'm not suggesting doing this while seated at a dinner party. These are statements to make quietly to yourself each day when you have a few moments of alone time. And the final reservation that you may have is that you just don't believe the statements that you're saying. But that's okay, because the important thing is your subconscious does believe you. And if you keep repeating these affirmations, if you keep flooding it with this positivity and drowning out the negativity, it will, over about 3 weeks, believe what you're telling it and accept these statements as being the truth and as being fact. I wish you success with positive affirmations. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep smiling and take care of yourself.
I won't waste my life away, never close my eyes, living like it's my last day, never close my eyes.
To make changes within you to match the affirmation, that's your fault, that is. Remember what Yoda said to Luke Skywalker, do or do not, there is no try. I need Yoda. Do or do not, there is no try. Oh, you git, the camera's run out. And the final rule, rule number 11.
Why? You're gonna tell me you were gonna do that?
Okay,
Are you in practice?
let's go.
Mr. Bean in the wild right here.